Hello and welcome to Knowledgist. Today we are going to start the Financial Awareness 2022 month of April. We will be covering the entire banking and financial developments for the month with MCQs thereafter. This is going to be a little long session because we are covering every single bit of banking and finance developments of that month, and this is going to be one of the complete session of April 2020 banking and finance analysis. Apart from the slides, the MCQs, there will be nothing will be asked out of the box, out of the study materials for the month of April. That much I can guarantee you, like all our other session. आज का जो सेशन है अप्रैल 2022 के बैंकिंग एंड फाइनेंशियल अवेयरनेस के ऊपर है. हर बार की तरह ये सेशन पूरा अप्रैल महीने का पूरा बैंकिंग एंड फाइनेंशियल अवेयरनेस को कवर करेगा. इसके अलावा एक भी क्वेश्चन बाहर से नहीं आएगा, ये गारंटी हमारे तरफ से आपको है. बिफोर दैट, you are with Knowledgist, India's only dedicated banking lateral entry and specialist officer platform, and we produce 80% students in all these exams. So let's start. Let's begin. Things are under your screen. So just a second. We are going live in a second. Yes. I beg your pardon. Just a second. Yes. No disturbance. Yes, let's begin. Thank you all for joining. If you have not subscribed us, kindly subscribe. So let's start banking and financial awareness April 2022. Here are the exclusive courses in banking and financial segment. You can find it out. Only lateral entry and specialist officer courses we cover. We are different, so are our courses. RRB scale 2, scale 3 courses. 15 odd days left for the final notification. Do register now. Course link is there in description. knowledgist.in/RRB. knowledgist.in/PNB for PNB courses. knowledgist.in/BOI for BOI courses. But before that, the first thing is on your screens. Please check it out. Okay. So here it is. Just a second. Here it is, the interoperable cardless cash withdrawals at ATMs likely to see takers in millennials and rural population. तो जो इंटरऑपरेबिलिटी है कार्ड का, मतलब किसी भी बैंक के एटीएम में जाके बिना कार्ड लिए आप दूसरे बैंक के अकाउंट से पैसा उठा सकते हैं. जैसे पहले इंटरऑपरेबिलिटी ऑफ प्रीपेड इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स हुआ था, उसी दिशा में ये एक नया कदम है. और इसको जो लेने वाले हैं, इसमें जो रुचि रखने वाले हैं, वो ज़्यादातर मिलेनियल्स होंगे. दैट मीन्स पीपुल बॉर्न आफ्टर 90s, एंड द रूरल पॉपुलेशन इज गोइंग टू टेक एडवांटेज ऑफ these kind of services. Without holding a card or without carrying a card of certain bank account, you can withdraw money from other bank ATMs too. Like say you are having SBI bank account with you and the SBI ATM with you, but unfortunately you have not taken the SBI ATM with you and you have gone to the market, right? And there you found the Union Bank of India's ATM counter, and you go there. With interoperability of cards, you can now withdraw money without the help of cards from that particular ATM. Clear? This is the point. How it is going to work? The RBI said the facility will be based on UPI, and the details are expected to be announced very shortly. So there is a financial revolution. If you could see, RBI is constantly working on digital segment. If you analyze with us the last 6 to 7 months of RBI circular gist, you will find the major focus of RBI is to digitally empower all the Indians for the financial revolution of next level. Second point, they are trying to regulate NBFCs and cooperative banks who were loosely monitored by RBI here before. Clear? So in digital banking segment, this is going to be a revolutionary step. There is no need to carry any bank's ATM card to any other bank's ATM counter. You can withdraw it with the help of interoperability, like in prepaid instrument. Like what happened in the prepaid instruments last year, it was a major news, the interoperability of prepaid instruments. Like from Phone Pay to Paytm, you can transfer money easily. Before that, there was only from particular wallet to wallet you can make the transfer. But now inter wallet transfers were possible with the help of interoperability. So that has got revolutionized last year. Clear? Next slide. HDFC Bank and Superstop launch co-branded credit cards. I will not go into details because they ask very least question from the developments of private banks. Okay, and it's not a great news, so I will not cover. We have many to cover tonight. NPCI to the players, ensure the international acceptance of UPI by September 30. Now by September 30, UPI payment, you can receive UPI payment from abroad. So the players of UPI has now been designated or now been advised to take all the payment internationally and to make themselves capable enough to accept money from abroad before, on or before September 30th. I don't think there I need to elaborate a lot. Okay, so National Payment Corporation of India has asked all banks and payment service providers and third-party application providers (TPAPs) to enable international acceptance through UPI or UPI Global latest by September 30, 2022. This reminders comes after many of them failed to meet the previous deadline in December 31st, 2021. Okay, so these full forms like TPAPs, UPI Global could be a question for your upcoming exam, and interview aspirants also should go through all these things that has developed in last 1 month. Clear? Expert committee on longevity of finance recommends setting up of longevity hub at GIFT IFSC. What is GIFT? What is the full form of GIFT? The International Financial Services Center Authority, IFSCA. IFSC could stand for two things. One is for International Financial Services Center and another is Indian Financial. What is that? You need to transfer it. You need to use that to transfer money through NEFT and RTGS. Full form, please. It's a very silly question, so I will not be telling the full form of that. Okay, maybe BOI people could face such a question. It's a silly question, but IFSC could also mean International Financial Service Center, and IFSCA is the authority. Constitute an expert committee of longevity finance, co-chaired by Kaku Nekhate, country head, Bank of America, and Mr. Gopalan Srinivasan, ex-CMD, New India Assurance Co. Limited, submitted its final report to the chairperson IFSCA. The committee examined emerging trends in longevity economy globally and observed that people over 60 years are still very much a highly productive demographic group in terms of purchasing power and make up the wealthiest part of financial system with a global spending power of $15 trillion. So longevity means for longer term, those who are investing like senior citizens still constitute the measure or the core group who has the most of the wealth with them. So, and they are also investing very highly. So all these recommendations come in this regard. Okay, it is just GIFT City is established by Government of India. International Financial Services Center Authority. It is a statutory authority established by Government of India. Okay, and where it is located is one of the MCQs that was often asked 3 years back. They were usually asking in every alternative exam, they were asking a question about the headquarter of IFSC GIFT City. Okay. Okay. All the exam related questions, please wait. Let's concentrate more on the questions. We will go to MCQs very soon. Now SBI raises $500 million through IFSC GIFT City branch. So this time GIFT City pops up many a times. So a question might be formed regarding IFSC GIFT City, either a financial awareness question or a static banking questions. Okay, even if they don't ask a financial awareness from a current news, but the things that are in news could constitute a static banking question for you. Like all these things that you read today regarding IFSC, they may not ask these two pieces of news, but they may ask you where is the headquarter of IFSC GIFT City. Okay, yes, it is Gujarat, but tell me the name of the city where it is situated. Gujarat, anyone can say. Ahmedabad, Gandhinagar, please tell me where it is. Now government amends FEMA rules to allow 20% FDI in LIC. FDI means foreign direct investment. The LIC public issue is expected to be the biggest IPO in the history of the Indian stock market once listed. Okay. Yes, Gandhinagar. Once listed, LIC market valuation will be comparable to top companies like REAL, TCS, etc. And the government has now amended the rules of Foreign Exchange Management Act, paving the way for up to 20% foreign direct investment in LIC. But now you can anyone please tell me, this is a question regarding LIC's FDI. What is the cap of LIC FDI now? Stands at 20%. 20% foreign direct investment can be made in LIC. Now, foreign institutional investors can invest up to 20% in LIC. But can anyone tell me what is the FDI limit for private banks and what is the FDI limit for public sector banks? These two questions were often asked again 1 year back or 2 years back. In last 7 to 8 years, they were regularly asking this FDI related questions. Okay, if anyone has appeared exam 1 or 2 years before, they can relate to me, right? So can anyone tell me 74% in private bank, public sector bank? Akash Mitra Roy says 20%. Others please go ahead. Others comment please. Yes, since the foreign inflows ceiling for public sector banks is 20% and under government approval route, as per the present FDI policy, it has been decided to allow foreign investment up to 20% in LIC and other such corporate bodies. See, FDI is allowed in two ways. First, it is automatic route, then government approved route. Okay, so it says, since foreign inflows ceiling in public sector banks is 20% and under government approval route as per the present FDI policy, we automatic route plus government approval route, the current ceiling at public sector banks stands at 20%. Okay, in public sector entity, public sector banks, foreign investment LIC shall be subject to provision of the Life Insurance Corporation Act 1956, LIC Act as amended from time to time. Yes, these all sessions are today. I have submitted the list in the groups about BOI, financial awareness, banking, credit, risk classes. Check the list. As per the list, financial management class is tomorrow. Tomorrow onwards, financial management class and banking classes are starting. This class is also part of the BOI classes. So please refer to the PDFs shared for BOI PNB group and RRB group 2 for financial and banking classes for the month of May, and every day at 10 o'clock the class will take place as promised earlier. The 11-member committee headed by Rajesh Verma urges tighter regulation in Nidhi companies. So see how Reserve Bank of India is trying to regulate all unregulated companies like cooperative banks, Nvfcs, and even now Nidhi companies. Clear? Okay, yes. So what is the background? The recommendation come after the failure of leading nidhis involving crores of rupees, some of them looting the public money. The 11-member committee headed by Rajesh Verma, Secretary Minister. This could be a very important question because questions of public interest, things of public interest are always a question for bank exams. Okay. So Secretary, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, the law committee has made a host of recommendations for stricter regulation in Nidhi companies. The recommendation suggests the central government should prescribe rules and only companies that fulfill the certain criteria should be eligible to be a Nidhi company or to remain or stay as a Nidhi company. The committee suggested that the central government should have the power to formulate schemes for restructuring, etc. Clear? All the links are there in the description. Sayan Banerjee, I am a beginner and want to clear BOI credit officer. How to avail your course? 1 to final selection. Don't worry, you can go through it. Okay, just check our courses in the description and find it out. And we just telling you, or we just throw a challenge at you. Please search in internet our results and other results. Anybody having 5% result, if you found someone, then please give the information to us, we will be bearing all your course fee and will stop teaching, right? Because we are the only platform in India to completely focus on banking, lateral entry and specialist officer exam, as you all aware of it. And we only recruit content creators, educators, those who are having huge experience in banking and cleared certain exams. For BOI and PNB, I have all the panelists, all the educators clearing the CCP or Moody's exam at least, and they are having huge experience, not only CCP, Moody's exam in credit, huge exposure to credit, and along with they have completed 20-30 courses in banking. We don't have time to waste for that. Let's go ahead. HDFC moved NCLT against City Network, claiming a default of rupees 296 crore. What is NCLT? They always ask for beginners questions like what is NCLT, what is NCLAT, and how many of them are in India, what is DRT, what is DRAT in India, are always very important. So that's why I recommend to cover all the sessions that are available in students portal. You have very less time to left, 1.5 months for the exams. So please go through and cover all of these and their functioning. Okay. What is NCLT, National Company Law Tribunal, who goes to NCLT and who goes to DRAT? All of them are pretty important for you. City Network, formerly known as City Cable Network, is a part of SL Group. The HDFC Bank has moved to the Insolvency Tribunal, NCLT, against the country's leading network, cable network, City Network. HDFC, in the petition under Section 7 of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, has claimed a total default of 296 crores. So when someone moves to, when a creditor जिसने लोन दिया है, जो लोन देता है, अगर उसका डिफॉल्ट होता है, पहले 1 करोड़ के डिफॉल्ट के ऊपर आप किसी के खिलाफ आईबीसी के प्रोसीडिंग ला सकते थे. अभी कोविड के कारण उसको बढ़ा के 100 करोड़ किया गया है, क्योंकि नॉर्मल कंपनी 1-2 करोड़ का डिफॉल्ट तो कर ही लेंगे कोविड के टाइम पे, ठीक है, वो फिर वापस 1 करोड़ में आ जाएगा. But as of now, due to COVID, any company who has defaulted 100 crore plus to any financier or any creditor, that creditor is entitled to go to NCLT, National Company Law Tribunal, to start insolvency resolution proceedings against that particular company. Either the City Network, if it is accepted, either the City Network has to restructure. There will be a restructuring will happen under the guidance of IBBI, insolvency. What is the full form of IBBI? IBBI full form, anyone can tell me? Questions की PDF किस month में आएगी? More than 1000 MCQs are already uploaded. Okay. So yes. Through IBBI, what I was telling, through IBBI, Insolvency Bankruptcy Board of India will appoint a IR, Insolvency Resolutional Professional, IRP, to look into that company or try to restructure that company. If that restructure is not accepted by the committee of creditors, then the company will be liquidated. Liquidated means that they will wind up, they will close up that company, they will sell their asset and they will recover all the money from that company. If there is 296 default, if the company is sold at 1000 crore, then first the secured creditors, first the dues will be provided to the workmen, then the secured creditor. Very first thing is that all the fees of the Insolvency Bankruptcy Board will be recovered first. Whatever cost it has incurred in this insolvency resolution process, that will be first, then workmen's due, then secured creditors due, then unsecured creditors due, then the dues of preferential shareholders, and at last the dues of equity shareholders. If anything is left, then in this manner, in this waterfall mechanism, it will be given to them. ठीक है, यही होता है पूरा इंसॉल्वेंसी रिजोल्यूशन प्रोसेस. ठीक है, पहले इंसॉल्वेंसी रिजोल्यूशन देखा जाएगा कि कैसे रिवाइव कर देते हैं. ठीक है, अगर नहीं होता है तो उसको खत्म कर दिया जाता है, क्लोज अप कर दिया जाता है. जैसे कि आपका शरीर में, किसी के शरीर में एक्सीडेंट के वजह से कुछ हानि हुआ है, फर्स्ट दे ट्राई टू ट्रीट. इफ सम वन ऑफ द हैंड्स और लेग्स आर नॉट क्यूरेबल एंड इफ द डिजीज इज गोइंग टू स्प्रेड टू द होल बॉडी, देन यू कट द पीस ऑफ लेग. right? Similarly, you first try to find out a resolution. If nothing happens, then you just have to wind up that that कंप्लीट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, उसको पूरा क्लोज कर दिया जाता है. इसके लिए मुझे याद आता है हेमंत कुमार के एक हिंदी में गाना है, इस कहानी को अंजाम तक पहुंचाना ना हो मुमकिन, उसे एक खूबसूरत मोड़ दे के छोड़ देना अच्छा. तो उसी तरह से you have to leave that company, you have to tell it let's close it, right? If I could spell that song properly, right? Yeah, जिसमें वो resolution possible है ही नहीं, it's better to close it down. Okay, like in relationship which is not working properly, you leave it. So similarly, this happens in the insolvency resolution process. This life examples could help you remember things, because banking is a very boring subject. We have to make it entertaining sometimes. Okay, so Make in India initiative, RBI governor opens up bank note ink unit at Mysore. The RBI governor Mr. Shaktikant Das dedicated Burnika, the ink manufacturing unit of Bharatiya Reserve Bank Note Mudran Private Limited. It's a wholly owned private limited company of Reserve Bank of India. Okay, to the nation. They ask the questions regarding this units of Reserve Bank of India. The BRB NMPL has set up Burnika with an annual ink manufacturing capacity of 1500 metric ton to enhance the security of bank notes. It is boost to the Make in India initiative. It ensures that the entire requirement of bank note printing inks is produced in-house. Okay. So Dhyan Chand is sending a smiley. Hope he liked one of my comments earlier. Yes, April circulars are now stands updated. This one will be also updated after the class is over. Okay, this unit also manufactures color shift intaglio ink, CSII, the full form may be asked, and meets the entire requirement of the bank. We have a long to cover. RBI issues new guidelines for credit debit cards. According to guidelines published, NBFCs can now issue cards after RBI approval. Okay? Now NBFCs are also entitled to issue cards, credit cards or debit cards with the approval of Reserve Bank of India. Okay? Opening of current or cash credit OD accounts, banks scope widened. We have covered this in RBI circular gist. I don't want to go through a lot, but just I will brief you. In the case of borrowers where the aggregate exposure of the banking system is rupees 5 crore or 5 crore or more, but less than 50 crore, there will be no restriction on opening of current account by the lending banks. So any bank who is giving a loan to any of their CCOD customers or any of their customers, and if the loan amount or the entire loan amount from the entire banking sector, if it is below 50 crore, then there is no restriction for opening of a current account by the lender, though only those who have given a loan to the customer. If that bank has not given a loan, then he can only open a current account or CCOD account, open a current account for customers having exposure below 5 crores. Clear? RBI now directs UCBs not to create honorary titles, covered in RBI circular gist. RBI amends the legal entity identifier guidelines, also covered in RBI circular gist. Now RBI has decided to extend the guideline of legal entity identifier to primary urban cooperative banks and non-banking financial companies. Further, RBI has advised that any non-individual borrower enjoying the aggregate loan limit of rupees 5 crore and above from the banks and financial institutions need to submit a legal entity identifier. Legal entity means companies. We are individuals, we are human entities. The companies, partnership firm, private limited and public limited companies are legal entities. Such entities enjoying a loan facility of 5 crore and above should not one loan or aggregate of loan. If it exceeds 5 crore, then they need to submit the legal entity identifier number. Clear? हाँ, जो कंटेंट लाइब्रेरी में 100 MCQ की 9 फाइल है, उसके बाद भी 200 MCQ के फाइल्स हैं, वो सब कवर करिए. बाकी MCQs भी ऐड हो रहे हैं वीक ऑन वीक. क्लियर? नहीं, बहुत कम आता है, इसीलिए मैं बोलता हूँ आरबीआई साहिल शर्मा, इट्स अ वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन। आरबीआई सर्कुलर में जो फुल फॉर्म होता है, सारे फुल फॉर्म इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं होता है, जो इंपॉर्टेंट होता है हम उसका फुल फॉर्म लिख देते हैं वहां पे, तो आप उसी को ही रेफर करिए। यू डोंट नीड टू रेफर एवरीथिंग ऑन अर्थ। In competitive exam, remember only to refer important things. Competitive exam time is very less. If you refer everything on earth, you will not crack the exam. So that's why we provide you top MCQs in this series. So from the top MCQ, maximum questions are nowadays being asked, and we are widening the number of questions in the top MCQ series. So please go through it. RBI specifies role of Chief Compliance Officer in NBFCs. Same is covered in Banking RBI Circular Gist class. Airtel Payments Bank now partners with IndusInd Bank to offer fixed deposit facility, because you know Airtel Payment Bank is a payment bank and it cannot have more than 1 lakh rupees in their wallet. So beyond that will be taken to the IndusInd Bank as a fixed deposit. RBI now modifies the norm for banks on short-term corp loan scheme under KCC. Very important. Anything related or anything pertaining to agriculture sector is always important, or when RBI gives a guidelines to this, it is always asked. In order to provide short-term crop loan up to rupees 3 lakh to farmers at an interest rate of 7% per annum, the government offers a interest subvention of 2% annually to banks under the when the customer repays it promptly. Okay. Pending claims for 2022 financial year can be submitted by June 2023, and those have to be duly certified by the statutory auditors of the bank as true and correct. They have to certify it. Okay. RBI issues norms for compensation of key managerial staff at Nvfc. Like earlier they have done it for banks, now they are setting up a guidelines that under their wish they cannot give financial package to their top managers or the CEO and EDs. Okay, there will be a restriction, and now RBI will also be looking into the compensation or pay package of the top brass of NBFCs. Okay. So all that you can cover from the PDFs. Now yes, banks get time till March 2023 to implement a new system to replenish cash in ATMs. What is replenish of cash in ATMs? See, earlier what happens, the cash vehicle comes to the ATM, they just deposit the cash in front of the camera, or sometimes the public is there. So now they have changed the norm. The cash vehicles will now come up with cassette, a cassette of rupees 100 notes, a cassette of rupees 500 notes. So they just need to load that cassette. They don't need to they just don't need to open their box and put the cash bundles into the ATMs, because that increases the risk of theft. So to counter that issue, RBI has now come up with an idea of depositing or loading cassettes instead of loose cash bundles. So that is now to be implemented on or before 31st March 2023, right? So that cash vehicle which comes with the loads of cash now will have to come up with cash bundles. Like instead of 2000 note cash bundle, they will come up with a plastic cassette where only 2000 rupees notes will be loaded. Clear? Is it clear to all of you now? World Bank and AIIB in ASEAN Infrastructure and Investment Bank has to give rupees 7,500 crore loan to Gujarat government's mission of mission called School of Excellence project. Okay. So World Bank president is David R. Malpass. He is headquartered in Washington, and the AIIB, which is presided by Jean LeCun. Okay, headquartered in Beijing and China, with 104 members. Note, former RBI Governor Urjit Patel appointed as Vice President of AIIB. So it could be a important question for you. ADB and HSCB. ADB means Asian Development Bank. Hong Kong Shanghai Banking Corporation, HSBC, headquartered in UK, established a $100 million guarantee plan for microcredit. Okay, ADB and HSBC India signed an agreement to establish a $100 million partial guarantee program to support more than 0.4 million micro borrowers, especially women running small business. Union Bank of India, please put your questions. I will answer at the end. Union Bank of India to create digital bank within bank. Okay, so that is part of DBU, digital banking unit we discussed. So digital bank within bank as a part of future ready digital transformation project. Clear? PNB announces mandatory verification of high value checks. Bank report of frauds worth rupees 34,000 crore in April to December 2021 RBI. Nowadays they are asking these figures. So that's why we are emphasizing on figures this time. I will just go through little fast now onwards, and soon we will be catch up the MCQs. Very important MCQs to be covered today. Government infuses rupees 5,000 crore into 3 state-run insurance companies. And let me also tell you one thing. In our banking interview channel, every day morning we update a 1-minute video on on banking news of the day. So most of them are also part of it. So please refer to that on regular basis, so that you on a daily basis you will be acquainted with banking news. No need to go and refer newspaper daily. TCS to implement real-time rail payment system for Payments Canada. It's a Canada-based company. SEBI introduces instruction slips for replace POA for share pledging. POA is power of attorney. So for share pledging, you don't now need to give a POA, power of attorney. Instead of that, an instruction slip you can provide, and with that instruction of the shareholder, now it can be pledged. Okay, clear? Yes, so it is by the DDPI, Demand Debit and Pledge Instruction, which will be called DDPI, Demand Debit and Pledge Instruction. Very important. Through that instrument, you don't need to go through, you need to provide a POA. Only with DDPI you can do so. Now SBI announced an Ideathon Manthan to foster innovation in the security business. Ideathon is to provide innovation in the security business. Security business means the business of shares. Madhavi Puri Buch, who is the new chairperson of SEBI, formerly launched Manthan, a 6-week long Ideathon in association with BSE, NSE and NSTL, CDSL, K Fintech and CAMS. SEBI constitutes a working group to review MF sponsor eligibility role of trustees. RBI imposes restriction on Susruti Saudhara Sahakar Bank Niyamita. Okay, so it's not that important. Credex partners with ICICI Bank, offers cashback commercial card B2B payments. You know, private bank questions are very rarely asked. Axis Bank ADB Inc. $150 million partial guarantee pact to support the supply chain financing. This much could be important. This figure 150 million, Axis Bank and ADB, and it is for supply chain mechanism, because supply chain is very much in news of export finance, and it is also in news because of disruption in COVID. So it could be a potential question. ADB provides USD $2 million loan to support urban development in Nagaland. This type of questions were asked in RRB exams. So understand the concept. Suryodaya Bank selects Crindle to drive digital transformation and IT modernization. ADB sanctions 551 crore for Agartala project. Okay, important Agartala smart city project. SIDBI signs MOU to develop MSME ecosystem in Bengal. It's important. SIDBI CEO Siva Subramanian Raman, established 1990, and SIDBI is the only national organization which is headquartered at Lucknow. Yes, SIDBI approves rupees 600 crore SCDF to Maharashtra government. Important. ADB French Farm LDC link pact of USD 100 million loan to help small farmers. Tata AIA Life Insurance partners with CSC for making insurance accessible to rural India. Please go through PDF. I'm running it little fast, so please go through PDF once it is provided. ICICI Bank to promote gift SEZ to global and Indian Bs, including IT and financial services. What is SEZ? It is special economic zone. Special economic zone, why it is important? Because in normal areas where if some company sets a manufacturing unit, they need to pay higher tax. Special economic zones are provided to facilitate more export and import business. So any business entity or manufacturing unit that is set up under the area of special economic zone, they are liable to pay lesser tax than others. So that's why special economic zone is important. Sabi, now it's a repeat one. Bhim UPI goes live at NeoPay terminals in United Arab Emirates. Please remember that such international UPI developments takes place through NPCI, NPCI International Payments Limited, NIPL. So that's why it is very much important. What is NIPL? Okay, India Post Payments Bank launches PIN incubation. PIN incubation means industry first initiative that will build robust platform to mobilize startup community in the development of meaningful financial products aimed at financial inclusion. ICICI Bank launches India's first open for AII digital ecosystem for MSME, micro and small medium enterprises, open for all. Okay, SBI partners with TCS to accelerate its digital transformation. Pencilton introduces contactless RuPay on the go keychain for teens. RBI imposes 1.12 crore penalty on Bank of Maharashtra for non-compliance. And now time for MCQs. In case anyone of you still not subscribed to your platform, kindly subscribe. Let's embrace the session for MCQs. Top MCQs will be discussing, and please visit our course link in description. Join a course from RRB, PNB or BOI. And please, if you can visit other platforms, those who are multi-platforms, they are not dedicated to one segment of lateral entry and specialist officer. You can find the difference between Knowledgist and them. I always urge my students, if only you find us best, then only join us. Otherwise, you please join the one which you think is best for you, or they can guide you better. We are developing a platform only for the future bankers and expert bankers. So we just only need people who believes on Knowledgist should join us. Only they should join us. RBI extended the timeline for the implementation of cassette swapping in all ATMs for the second time till May 31st, 2022, April 30, 2023, March 31st, 2023, none. So the time limit is extended twice. Now they must, the banks or the ATMs must implement the cassette swapping service on or before May 31st, April 30, March 31st, 2023. Your answers, please. Suraj Sindesi, all your answers are going live on the screen. And today we are also live, like all our previous sessions. We are live in LinkedIn, Facebook and YouTube. Wherever you are watching us, do like the video, share and subscribe, and follow the channel or subscribe the channel. Yes, many of you are right. 31st March 2023. I don't believe that you need the explanation for this. Very good. Next question on your screens. I will make it little big. Name the ideal thon that was recently launched by SEBI to promote innovation in the securities market. Option number A, Apathon, Marathon, Manthan or Springton. Your answers, please. Your answers, please. Yes, many of you are right. Many of you are right. Very good to see all of you telling the right answer. Not mantra. Navneet said it's not mantra. It's Manthan. Explanation again not required. Manthan. Okay. Let's go to the next screen. RBI specifies the role of CCO, Chief Compliance Officer, in which layer of NBFCs. We have earlier read about the layers, middle layer and base layer, top layer and upper layer and middle layer, and all the layers. Your answers, please. It is detailed. This detailed thing is discussed in RBI circular gist session as well. I need you people to answer it. As promised, we'll be covering the class by 10 so that regular sessions of interviews, regular session of RRB, etc. can be you can join there in our internal platform. Clear? So yes, the answer is C, upper layer and middle layer. The non-banking financial companies in the upper layer and middle layer should put in place a board approved policy to appoint CCO and their role and responsibilities, latest by April 1, 2023 and April 1, 2023 respectively. In upper layer, 1st of April, and in middle layer, October 1st, 2023. 6 months of gap. The CCO in Nvfc should be appointed for at least how many years, and should be a senior executive of the Nvfc with a position not below 2 levels from the CEO. Minimum years, 5 years. And we have also given you another point that he should be minimum 2 level below the CEO. 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, 3 years and none. Your answers, please. Aditya saying 3 years, Sahil 3 years, Akash Mitra 3 years, Sikha Katiyar 3 years, Prasant 3 years. So when majority is saying 3 years, I have no other option to choose or to go with the majority, being India a democracy. Okay. So RBI has advised that non-individual borrowers enjoying aggregate exposure of rupees dash and above from the banks and financial institutions shall now required to submit the LEI codes or the LEI number. I am getting answers even before options on the screens. That is the spirit of Knowledgist students. I really like the way you people are energetic and make us to create more for you. So I again don't need to go through the options. I got the answers. Who is saying C, Chandrasekhar? Not expected from you. No. 5 crore to 50 crore is about the current account. The lending institution bank can give, open a current account if the exposure is 5 to 50 crore without restriction. Yes, 5 crore is the right answer, Kundan Kumar. Yes, this is very silly question. 5 crore. Clear? That's why you need to go through all these banking concepts. These are very confusing and very it's getting widened day by day. So many things are coming into picture. So that's why I want a regular focus on banking inside the application. Per day, try to watch at least one video from the application which is meaningful for you. Yes, which organization recently provided a loan of rupees 7,500 crore to the Gujarat government for its Mission School of Excellence project along with the World Bank? ADB, AIIB, NABARD and NIB. NIB means New India Bank. Sorry, New International Bank. Yes, answers coming on screen, floating. Yes, it's AIIB. Many of you are wrong except Krishna Rao, Darshan Kumar. Rest were wrong. Yes, that's why it's confusing. You need to go through all this. Okay, it's a bit confusing. So many things come into picture nowadays, so it's a bit confusing. That's why you need a regular session on banking. The RBI has decided to extend the guidelines of legal entity identifier to which of the following organizations? Primary urban cooperative banks, okay. Then non-banking NBFCs, both, or SCBs and NBFCs. NBFC को जाएगा और LEI किसको जाएगा? Yes, Sahil Sharma, getting your answers. You can see your comments on screen too. That is how we value your comments. Along with me, your comments go live. That much emphasis I give to my students. Your voice matters to me a lot. Just to show that piece, we have decided to make your comments live. Yes, it is both. It's both. Okay, primary urban cooperative bank, Nvfc. I told you at the beginning of RBI circular gist class, because nowadays RBI's major focus is to regulate Nvfc and urban cooperative banks. Clear? SEBI established two separate working groups, sponsor of mutual fund and trustees of mutual fund for asset management companies. Who will be the chairperson of the working group on sponsors of mutual fund? It's on big screens now. Your options is B.R. Patel, Urjit Patel, A. Balasubramaniam, S. Raman. That was there in the theory part, but we skipped it owing to the time constraint. So now with the MCQs, it will cover that piece of information for you. So it is nothing but the A. Balasubramanian. Okay, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Aditya Birla Sun Life AMC Limited, and the Chairman of the AMFI, many times asked, Association of Mutual Funds in India. AMFI is not the regulator, it's just an association. Clear? Yes. The next question now stands on your screen. Name the bank that recently signed an MOU with India's first international financial service center, GIFT SEAZ, to promote global and Indian businesses. HDFC, ICICI, SBI, or Canara Bank? iBank, S. Raman Trust. We are getting answers of previous questions still. It was A. Balasubramanian is in previous question. People are saying ICICI. Yes, it's ICICI. Okay. But this time I expect question from IFSC itself. What is IFSC? What is Gift City, etc. Dedicated course link are being provided to you. knowledgist.in/BOI/PNB/RRB. Whichever course you are preparing, knowledgist.in/that exam, you will be getting the dedicated course link. And it is only for those who are there for success, who want to work with us, work hard and get success. We don't want part-timers with us. We are here for working professionals with limited time, but we want devoted people who can give us the results. Yes, next question on your screens. It should go to be on big screens because yes, Department of Financial Services, DFS, Ministry of Finance, notification. The central government in exercise the powers as amended acts to enhance authorized share capital of NICL, OICL and UIIC. Which of the following is correct according to the acts which respect to the increase of authorized share capital? Nowadays questions of such detailed magnitude are being asked. NICL 15,000 crore capital, OICL 7,500 capital, UIIC 5,000 crore capital, and your options are A and C, A and B, ABC, B and C. Can you answer me this? Can you please answer me this? It's a very detailed. I don't think that you have gone into that magnitude today. Some answers are coming at A, B, C level. I don't know whether you people are coming with latest knowledge, or maybe some one of you is doing the guesswork tonight. I don't know, because B is also coming as an answer. B, yes, B is the right answer. Only A and B. Okay. So UIIC again 7,500 crore, not 5,000 crore. A is 15,000 crore, NICL 15,000, OICL OICL and UIIC 7,500 crores. Clear? Next question. Which payment bank recently launched the Fin Incubation platform to encourage startups to develop financial products? Airtel, Paytm, India Post, Jio Payments Bank. Very quickly answer it. IPB, we are getting the answer. Very good, very good. Those who have told it, very good. You are all heading at right direction. I believe you people will definitely crack and make your platform Knowledgist proud for your selection. Hoping to see all of you successful. Yes, it is India Post Payments Bank. Which bank has recently raised $500 million through the International Financial Service Center, Gujarat International Financial Tech City branch? ICICI, CSB, SBI and UBI Union Bank of India. Answers are starting to flow. We will go in a quick manner. 10 p.m. you have another class to attend, so I will not I will not delay, because you can attend that class by having your dinner. Special classes, but those who are having interviews, they have to come on screen. There could be an issue. You could go and start the dinner. By the time you could also watch it, not a big deal. So it's nothing but the SBI as told by you all. The Small Industries Development Bank (SIDB) approved a grant of dash rupees dash to Maharashtra government under the SIDB Cluster Development Program for MSMEs skilled manpower demand. 400 crore rupees, 600 crore rupees, 700, 500 crore rupees. Your answer should start flowing. Desi Traveler again comes very fast. 600 crore. Kartikeya Sharma 500. So yes, there is a tug of war right now. People are confused again. We are getting C, 700 crore as an answer. All the options have come up now. 400 को क्यों छोड़ दिया भाई? कोई 400 भी बता दो, देखते हैं कौन सही है. हर्ष इज 500 crores and it is nothing but 600 crores. Prashant Jha, Congo. Great. Great. 600 crores. अभय सिंह, kudos to you. हर्षवर्धन ने लिख ही दिया 400 करोड़. Very good. ठीक है. Which bank has recently launched India's first open for all digital ecosystem for MSMEs in India? ICICI, HDFC, SBI, Bank of India. Who is the one? Go ahead. Hurry up. ICICI Bank. Yes, it is ICICI Bank again, open for all. ठीक है. Good. Which bank recently launched India's first open for all digital ecosystem? We covered this. It's ICICI Bank. Next question. SEBI recently reduced the time taken for allotment and listing of REITs. Important. They may ask a question on it. Real Estate Investment Trust and InvITs, Infrastructure Investment Trust bonds, from 12 days to how many days? ठीक है. REIT और InvIT के ऊपर क्वेश्चन आता है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. अब लोग आजकल इन्वेस्ट भी कर रहे हैं, बैंक्स इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं इसमें. जिनका PSL नहीं होता है वो इसी में ही पैसा लगाते हैं. ठीक है. चलिए, 6 days, 12 दिन से कम हुआ है, 15 दिन कैसे आंसर होगा दर्शन? क्वेश्चन को समझना जरूरी है. दैट्स व्हाई आई से व्हेन यू हैव टाइम इन योर बैंक एग्जाम, जस्ट डोंट गो थ्रू एंड just don't overlook the question. Go through the details. Maybe you are missed a no or not somewhere, so the entire meaning of the question will be different if a no is missed. Okay, ठीक है. तो आंसर है 6 दिन. वेरी गुड. देसी ट्रैवलर. ये देसी ट्रैवलर कौन है भाई? भूल जाता हूं मैं बार बार. एक बार उसने लिखा भी था. देसी ट्रैवलर कौन है? मेरा वो स्टूडेंट जो देसी ट्रैवलर्स के नाम से जाना जाता है. हमें भी जानने का मौका दो, कौन है भाई ये? Which company recently introduced contactless रुपे कार्ड्स? अच्छा, सागर. ओके. कुडस. Which company recently introduced contactless रुपे कार्ड्स in the name of keychain along with NPCI and Transcorp PPI, prepaid payment instruments? Amazon, Pencilton, Lenskart or Visa? We will conclude this session in time, I guess. Yes, answers please. Kartikeya Sharma, B, Pencilton. We'll go with your answer, Kartikeya, and I will not wait for others. It's B, Pencilton. Clear? Next question. Which payment bank has partnered with IndusInd Bank to provide FD facility? Jio, Airtel, Paytm, IPB. IPB का शायद PNB के साथ है. पेटीएम का किसी के साथ है, याद नहीं है. एयरटेल का भी किसके साथ है याद? एयरटेल का तो आंसर हो सकता है, ये एयरटेल का ही आंसर है. जियो पेमेंट बैंक का किसके साथ है? या जियो पेमेंट्स बैंक का किसके साथ है? ये सब थोड़ा याद करिएगा, क्योंकि उनका लिमिट एनहांस होने के बाद, लिमिट के बाद वो स्वाइप इन के मेथड से एक्सेस पैसा FD हो जाता है. यस, आंसर इज एयरटेल हियर. IPB का PNB है. NPCI इंटरनेशनल, उनका भी लोन प्रोडक्ट PNB का IPB ही सेल करता है. NPCI इंटरनेशनल पेमेंट्स लिमिटेड है. NIPL, द इंटरनेशनल आर्म ऑफ NPCI has announced that Bhim UPI is now live at Neo Pay terminals across which country? Nepal, Bhutan, UAE, Russia. कौन से देश में NIPL न्यू पे के नाम से अपना नेटवर्क बढ़ा रहा है? जियो SBI, राइट, जियो SBI. Our team has answered it. So that's why we have a very robust team of expert bankers. We count on them. We survive on them. We count on them. We enrich our platform with them. Thank you, whoever, I don't know, because all our banking mentors are having the ID to answer. So whoever it is, thank you, sir. Yes, it is UAE, no doubt on that. The Asian Development Bank recently signed an agreement with the government of India to offer $2 million project readiness financing loan to support urban development projects in which of the following state? Maharashtra, Nagaland, Tripura, West Bengal. PRF scheme. Remember, project readiness financing loan to support urban development projects in which of the state? Yes, the answer is Nagaland. Okay, and with this we conclude the session. It's a sigh of relief for me because 10 p.m. class, you will not going to miss it. I'm very happy about that too. And you all know that Knowledgist is India's only dedicated banking platform to in the segment of banking lateral entry, specialist officer and promotion exam. And in any such exams, 80% qualified students are always from your platform Knowledgist. So we believe that in this upcoming exams of Bank of Maharashtra interviews, PNB credit officer, credit manager, PNB risk manager, BOI credit analyst, BOI credit officer, and RRB scale 2, scale 3 coming very soon. In all these exams, our students will come up with high marks and they will definitely grab positions. Beyond 90% of the successful students will definitely be from Knowledgist. With this hope, we conclude the session. Wherever you are watching us tonight, from LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And a great thank to everyone watching us for your time, love, and support. Thanking you all once again. Thank you. Just the challenge which we throw for all of you. Find someone who has provided 5% of our result. We will stop teaching. Thanking you.